Does the 2-volt VRLA AGM cell orientation impact the operational life of the battery while in service? Like whether if the post is pointing to the ceiling or pointing to the wall?
Very good question. Originally, and remember who the original manufacturer was
Right.
GMB had the market. And originally they were all upright. Maybe there was some that was on the side, but everyone I remember was upright. Then there's some sort of issue, I understand it, with wicking height after a discharge.
So it's either like this or
Yep.
like this?
Yep. Normally they'll be laying now they're like this.
Okay.
And look at the difference in the wicking height from up here to here.
Yes.
Moving in the
Significant.
bottom. If you're this way, they still use these shorter cells, the 45, 50, and 55 amp plate, and some railroad stuff, and maybe some other small stuff, in the upright position. I don't know of anybody, always going to be an exception, that uses a taller plate, like a 85, 95, 100, 125, 185, in the upright position that's an AGM. They do use gels. You know?
Yeah, gravity's going to overcome the wicking. and
It has to.
Yeah.
I don't understand what that for, but I remember there was something about the 50 amp plates were about the height that you can wick after a discharge. And that's why you think about when you put the fluid in, it comes in here, it wicks back here, and wicks up like this. And we got a sponge experiment we can do later if you're interested.
Absolutely.
But so the answer to that is, if they're upright and they're too tall, you can't. And I've never tried to do the process on anything
Upright.
more than 75s, and those are the old ones. You know, it worked, but the batteries in such horrible shape. But we brought a string of batteries that was 32% back to 93%. The posts were about to rip through the covers, but they're all structurally intact.
That's why there was a
Different-
follow-up to that, but you were pretty much already answered. I was going to say, does your process help the cell's orientation with posts pointing to the ceiling on the tall AH plates, 185s?
I can't answer on the tall ones. The highest that we'd ever done on was those 75s, and and also the volumes are different when you're oriented upright. But
Fair enough.
I don't, on telecom, I don't see a lot of that. I mean, they're usually in this orientation, which is why they come up with that whole spec for no free electrolyte and all that
Yeah.
other stuff. The only thing I've ever seen upright are monoblocks, and monoblocks wouldn't be,
Would be using this.
No,
Right.
no, you're correct.
How does the catalyst work in the final process?
Okay, what the catalyst does, it robs just enough of the oxygen, it steals it, whatever you want to call it, to keep the negatives from becoming discharged. Because too much oxygen getting the negative depresses or overpolarization. I think that's the right
Here's
word.
one.
This is one of the originals.
And it magically appeared.
That is was C&D's original catalyst equipped vent. That was, that's the Teflon coating around it. And what it does, it recombines these gases also to keep the moisture content inside so it doesn't dry out as fast. One of the issues with the original one was it wasn't regulated.